Good morning. This video may be, as some say, unpopular opinion here, but I see it to be true. Can we make an idol of our children? I think our culture today has convinced young parents, tried to convince us all that if we don't put our children above everything else and protect them from everything in the world that comes after them, that we're not being the parents we're supposed to be. Now, my kids will tell you I was probably the opposite of that. I'm Gen X, okay? It's like, look, you got to, but our job as parents, the way I view it, the way I have prayed about it, the way that the Lord, and I, because I was like, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. I am, Lord, I need you to help me parent these children I have, because I don't understand them. But here's the deal. As parents, our job, our responsibility is to grow them into a godly, God-fearing, kind, productive, critical thinking adult. But what I see today so often is we are so consumed with protecting our children, maybe from some of the things that we went through that we don't want them to have to go through. And we are so blessed in America to have basically anything and everything we want. We can get it somehow. We want our children to have everything, never be left out, never to do without, never to have to wait, we don't want them uncomfortable in any form or fashion. But let me ask you this, in your own spiritual life, in my spiritual life, where do we begin to know who God is and see our need for Him? It's usually when nothing else can handle whatever it is. It's not in the good times usually. It's usually when life's falling apart, or when you're just not satisfied. You are so discontent that nothing will satisfy you. That is the point that we realize there's something bigger than anything here on this earth. For the satisfaction that we feel is not there. So what I see so often in our culture today, this is not just young parents, this is all the way, all of us, we so often will try to rescue, coddle, keep the ones we love. That's what I'll say. I won't say coddle, take that away. Some of us do, but in trying to love your loved ones, I think sometimes we love them too much, in the fact that if we continue to try to meet their every need at every whim, every moment of every day, will they ever see the need to go to Jesus to get those needs met? That's what I want you to think about today. Yes, we can love them. We need to be there. That is what Jesus would have us to do, is to love them. But sometimes the love, the line of love and enabling, or love and protection, keeps them from the necessity of going to Jesus for their every need. I think we're all probably guilty of this at some point or another. But sometimes the best thing we can do, as the Lord has shown me, sometimes the best thing we can do is to pray like there is nothing else that can satisfy them, because we know there is nothing else that can satisfy them. We can love them, but it's constantly pointing them to the one who is the one who can protect, who can love, who can give them all of the satisfaction their hearts will ever desire. Just keep pointing them there. That is the greatest love we can give. Love y'all.